Director Punch, we're oversubscribed on the NSF side. We're oversubscribed. How do we, I suggest that we have more conversation about this, but how do we, from a scientific side, tell our colleagues on the appropriation side that we have shortfalls that could, I loved all these questions about both where we go, because obviously the bill is about creating a distributed generation of R&D. Yeah. And we already are pretty distributed, pretty competitive, way better than a top-down model of, say, other countries. But I always say that two guys named Bill created our economies, Bill Boeing and Bill Gates, right? So you never know where the next bill is going to come from. And so that's why we want a more distributed generation of R&D. But what are we going to do about the shortfall with our appropriators, that there's so much in the pipeline that could be effective?
At so many levels, I'm so glad, Chair Cantwell, you've been a strong supporter and a champion of the CHIPS and Science Act, and I know how hard you worked, so thank you very much. On behalf of the science and technology community, we owe you a debt of gratitude, and to all the folks that supported this. So I just want to say that, let me take the basic research paradigm. 50,000 proposals, we fund 11,000 of them. 20,000 of them are being told that we should fund them. They're highly meritorious. We are leaving them on the chopping floor, which means a huge loss, and our competitors are taking advantage of that. On the regional innovation engines and regional technology hubs that the Secretary talked about, they have 400 proposals, we had 700 proposals, and then we had another 130 proposals in Type 2. We are not going to be able to fund all the top quality proposals that needs to be invested in. These are ideas that are being left behind.
Here's what I suggest, that we get an answer from the scientific community about the science necessary on these proposals. Like, yes, you get an A on your paper. It is definitely where we should be investing, but we don't have the resources. That's what I think we need. Not that we want some people to have failing grades on these proposals, but so that we're prioritizing and people can see that this is really need.